5 Immutable Laws of Money. Money. We all want it, but few of us are willing to sacrifice to get it. Those that have it generally don't understand it, and those that don't have it come up with excuses why they can't get it. If this sounds confusing, it is. For all that we have accomplished in the United States in the last 200+ years, we have failed miserably at teaching our children the basics of money management. I am not talking about stock and bond portfolios, but rather the basics of spending less than you make, understanding of credit, and how to balance a check-a-book. We are inundated daily with credit card commercials that show how great life can be, just charge it. We are enticed to buy things that we don't really need, though the use of 0% financing, but only while it lasts. We are motivated to consume anything and everything in pursuit of the American dream, but no one ever talks about the consequences of our actions. The secret to wealth. I could literally be kicked out of the financial community for divulging the one secret that has been so closely guarded by the credit card companies, the mortgage companies, the banks and Wall Street for so many years. This secret, of course, is the true road to wealth and happiness. It is irrefutable, undeniable and absolutely achievable. If you implement this one secret in your life, you will be rich and you won't be able to stop it. The secret. Spend less than you make. This is the one secret that no one wants you to know, because the more you save, the less the credit card companies make. The more you save, the less in fees that Wall Street makes. The more you save, the wealthier you get. 1. Money doesn't grow on trees. My father used to always tell me several things, all of which I am beginning to find out weren't exactly true, such as, when I was your age I had to walk uphill to school in the snow, both ways. I could go to a double feature and eat all the popcorn and soda I wanted for a nickel and have change left over. And, of course, my personal favorite. Where do you think that comes from? Money doesn't grow on trees. What my father was trying to teach me was to respect the effort that goes into making money in the first place. My whole life my father worked 2 jobs, and sometimes 3, to support me and make sure that I had everything I needed, not always everything I wanted. As a young boy, of course, I didn't fully understand the impact of what he was trying to teach me until I got a family of my own. People generally work very hard for their money but then squander it by making bad financial decisions. You must learn respect for the money you make, and one of the best ways to do this is by using an envelope system for a few months. The envelope system is easy. Simply cash your paycheck and put all the money into envelopes for rent, mortgage, car notes, food, utilities, entertainment, etc. Then go ahead and begin living your life. What the envelope system will show you is where you are squandering your money and help you focus on the areas of financial distress so that you can cure the problem. Oh, by the way, there is no borrowing from one envelope to cover a shortfall in another. When the envelope is empty, then you are out of luck until next month. So make sure you don't spend too much of your food money eating out. 2. Wants always exceed needs. It is always surprises me when I counsel people on financial planning the sheer look of horror that comes across their faces when I mention the word budget. It is almost as if I have just asked for them to amputate both arms. However, a budget is the only way to achieve financial success in your life. You have to spend less than you make. You don't understand. I needed a new car. We needed a bigger house, or, we just have to have our annual vacation. The difference between a want and a need can sometimes be small and insignificant, but, most of the time they are on different planets. Did these people need a new car? Maybe, but they could have bought a 2-year-old car that looks great and saved 30% on depreciation. Did they really need a bigger house, or could they have gotten by in the one they are already in? These are all the questions that you have to ask yourself. These are your needs. Everything is a want. Keeping the wants under control is a huge first step in your financial wealth. So, before you buy something tomorrow, stop and think about it. Is it a want or a need? Your life is worth 60%. In planning your life, and spanning the gap between wants and needs, build a budget after analyzing your spending patterns. Keep your committed expenses at or below 60% of your gross income. That leaves 40% of your gross income just hanging out in the wind, but more on that in a moment. Now, 60% is not a magic number. But it is a realistic goal to work toward, and, at any rate, it's a good place to start. However, once you start using this method, you really won't need to track your expenses because your checking account balance will generally be equal to the amount of money you can spend. The key is keeping a lid on those committed expenses. What about the remaining 40%? That 40% is what you paid yourself, and your family, with first. Let's look at an easy example. The real secret to building a budget that really works isn't tracking what you spend any more than counting calories is the secret to losing weight. The key is creating a sustainable structure for your finances, one that balances spending and income, and leaves enough room to handle the unexpected. 3. The poor are debtors. This is a simple rule: you cannot borrow your way to wealth. Period. You will never see a late-night infomercial on how to build your way to wealth by swapping debt between low-interest credit cards. For a lot of people, part of the difficulty in reducing committed expenses comes from the need to make big monthly credit card payments. If you're carrying a substantial amount of non-mortgage debt, I'd suggest using the 20% that would otherwise go to retirement and long-term saving to aggressively pay down your debt, but only after you cut up those cards. Every dollar in interest that you don't pay is just like getting a guaranteed risk-free, and tax-free, return on your money equal to the interest rate on the debt. When your debts are paid off, and it won't take long, using 20% of your gross income, immediately redirect that money back into savings. The first step in becoming wealthy is to quit using credit cards, of any type, for any reason. 4. Moral and physical hazards don't apply. I remember watching Fear Factor, and realizing that people will do anything for quick and easy money. Sure, Joe, I will eat those South American hissing cockroaches for $0. Yet, these same individuals won't do the financially smart things, and sacrifice their wants, in order to save that same $0. In America, we have been raised to be financially lazy. We are unwilling to do what is necessary to become rich, yet we will play the lottery, which is nothing more than a poor man's tax, in hopes of becoming a millionaire. Yet the sad statistic is that 80% of lottery winners are broke again within 10 years because of bad financial management. 5. The best things in life are free. Too often we equate spending time with a loved one, or with our family, with going somewhere and doing something that can quite quickly become very expensive. However, isn't the purpose of the outing just to spend time communicating and interacting with those that we care about the most? Learn to be creative. Board games at home, sports in the front yard. Water balloon fights, __spam img placeholder _.99 movie rentals and homemade popcorn. Theme nights such as, stay up as late as you can, or, slumber party. It really doesn't matter what you do. You can still have a lot of fun, and in a lot of cases, it won't cost you a dime. Laugh at your neighbors overspending, petty? After all, trying to keep up with the Joneses may be what got you into financial trouble in the first place. Realizing that the Joneses aren't as well off as they seem, and are struggling with debt-related stress as well, can make keeping up with them a little less attractive. The average family of 4 has $0 of debt between mortgages, credit cards, car loans, etc. That means that 50% of all families have even more than that in debt. Currently, consumer debt, not including mortgage debt, is at historic highs, while personal incomes fail to increase fast enough to cover the shortfall. So, using your neighbor's financial stupidity as a measuring stick for your own successful money management is a great way to keep you on track for your goals. Go ahead. Deride the neighbors for financing everything they buy, or feeling superior for winning a better mortgage rate, thanks to lower debt loads. Never underestimate the power of bagging on someone to make yourself feel better, just not to their face. You do still want to be invited to dinner every now and then. Remember that your peace of mind is, ultimately, what living frugally is all about. You are living today for what you want tomorrow. So, whether you're paying off debt, saving more, or simply living within your means, you're trying to avoid the fear and stress that plague people who aren't in control of their spending. Remembering that can help you avoid burnout, stick to your plan, and get you to your goal that much quicker. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below for more amazing finance tips and advice.